In this video, I'll share with you why the popular ask, believe, receive manifestation process doesn't really work that well and what process to use instead. I'm George Lizos. I'm a psychic healer and the author of Ancient Manifestation Secrets, and I help lightworkers and spiritual seekers use energetic tools and practices to follow their purpose, raise their vibration to create powerful change in the world. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel for more videos like it. The most popular manifestation process was popularized by the book The Secret, and it basically guides people to ask, believe, and then receive. So asking is all about asking for what you want, clarifying your desire. This is what I want, choosing essentially what you want to manifest. And then step number 2 is all about believing, and therefore faking it till you make it, using different practices such as, for example, affirmations, vision boards, scripting, manifestation boxes to believe that what you want is already yours, so you can believe it and use the law of attraction to bring it into your life. Which brings me to step number 3, which is all about receiving. It's all about allowing yourself to receive. Essentially, when you've done the work of asking and then believing, the law of attraction will show up for you, and therefore you'll be able to receive what you want into your life. And this process has been used by so many different spiritual teachers throughout the years. Now, in my new book, Ancient Manifestation Secrets, I disagree with this process. And actually, I teach a 5-step process that's quite opposite to this one. And let's go through it. Firstly, let me explain to you why I don't really love the ask, believe, receive process. I believe there are issues with this process that other teachers have not taken into consideration. For example, when it comes to asking, when we ask for what we want, we usually come from a place of ego. And therefore we choose what our ego wants to manifest. So it's not us asking, it's our ego asking. For example, I want a Ferrari, or I want to go on a cruise, or I want this huge mansion. That's my ego talking. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting material things, but if you were to tune into your soul and your higher self and figure out what your life purpose is, your soul will have a different priority as to what it is you want. You may focus on wanting to get a specific degree or learn a new skill or write a book or manifest something specific that will let you follow and fulfill your life purpose. And that may include getting a Ferrari or getting a bigger mansion, etc. There's nothing wrong with wanting all that. But when we start from ego, then we choose desires that are further away from our life purpose versus when we start from soul and from our higher self, whereas we choose desires more aligned with our life purpose. And those desires can also include desires that have to do with material things. So asking has to be more clarified. Who's asking? Is it your soul that's asking, or is it your ego that's asking? Now, when it comes to belief, easier said than done. Oh, okay, believe you already have that. How? What if you have fears and limiting beliefs? How can you believe something when you were conditioned to believe the exact opposite or something else? For example, how can you believe that I am a millionaire and fake it till you make it? I am a millionaire. How can I believe that when I was taught throughout my entire life that money is only for evil people and money doesn't grow on trees, for example? These are all limiting beliefs that we learn throughout our lives, from our parents, from teachers, from society, from movies, from popular culture. Unless we take the time to deal with those limiting beliefs, we cannot fully believe that we can have our desire. So the problem with the belief step is that it doesn't take into consideration fears and limiting beliefs. When it comes to the third step, receive, which essentially is all about surrendering. Now the problem here is, again, surrendering is easier said than done. So the guidance around this step is you have to surrender after you've asked, you believe, therefore you practice different manifestation processes, and then you surrender and you trust the universe will bring everything to you. Again, easier said than done. We are people, we have egos, we have issues, we have fears and limiting beliefs. It's hard to surrender when life happens right in front of you and issues show up and real problems show up. So what do you do with those problems? How can you surrender through those problems? So it's not that those steps are not correct. Because yes, when you ask from a place of your soul and then you find a way to believe, you will eventually receive. But how do we deal with all the complications that come in the middle and in between all of that? This is where my 5-step process that I teach in Ancient Manifestation Secrets comes in. So let me explain to you the process. My 5-step process is actually a little bit in alignment with the Ask, Believe, Receive process because it takes that into consideration and then also adds to it like different steps to account for all the limitations that I shared previously. So the first step to my process is called raise your vibration. Why do we start by raising our vibration? Because when we raise our vibration and we align to the frequency of our soul, then we know what our life purpose is because our life purpose and our soul have a very similar frequency. So by raising our vibration, we raise our vibration to our true self, higher self, our soul, and therefore our purpose. And then we can choose desires aligned to that. Makes sense, right? Step number 2 is all about clarifying your desires. So after you've raised your vibration, aligned yourself to who you truly are and your purpose, then you can ask. Then you can clarify your desires because you'll be choosing desires that come from a place of alignment with who you really are. You're choosing desires that come from your soul, not from your ego. Step number 3 is about releasing your limiting beliefs. I wholeheartedly believe that fears and limiting beliefs don't block manifestation. They present an opportunity to manifest faster and more effectively because they show you, okay, this is your fear, this is your limiting belief, and therefore this is what you need to overcome to manifest that which you want. And that's why step 3 of my process is overcoming those limiting beliefs both energetically and cognitively. Now, in Ancient Manifestation Secrets, I teach an eye movement practice where you move your eyes in a specific way while thinking about limiting beliefs and negative memories to transmute them and to process them. You could use journaling, you can do EFT tapping. There are different cognitive practices you can use, but it's important you use them. And also there are energetic practices you can use to release from your own being and your aura the energy of those limiting beliefs that are essentially the blocks to manifesting your desires. Step number 4 is called nurture the energy of your desires. Now, this is the woo-woo part of my process. As I told you, my purpose is to teach energy work. I teach energetic practices to deal with limiting beliefs, with blocks, with manifestation, with protecting your energy. So when you nurture the energy of your desires, you give attention to your desires, not just through vision boards and scripting and affirmations, which are all tools I love, by the way, but we're using an inside-out process, whereas we are connecting with the frequency of our desire, and I visualize each desire being an orb of light around your energy field, and then you're planting that desire into your body, into a chakra, into a layer of your aura, connecting it to different frequencies, and essentially watering. Like if the desire was a plant, you would water it. You would put fertilizer on it. So you fertilize, you nurture the energy of that seed, that energetic seed that is your desire within your energy field. And by planting that desire in your energy field and nurturing its energy through different energetic practices, but also through affirmations, vision boards, etc., you grow that energy and you magnetize the manifestation of that desire into your life. Step number 5 of my process is called take inspired action, because you know what? The world won't change sitting in meditation pillows all day long. The world changes when we show up and we take action towards our desires. The universe is not your bitch. The universe will only show up for you when you show up for you. So after we've done the work of raising our vibration, clarifying our desires, overcoming our limiting beliefs, nurturing the energy of our desires, then we have to get out into the world and take action towards manifesting that desire into our life. And keyword here, we're taking inspired action because we are connected, we are aligned, and the universe, our spirit guides, they're constantly communicating with us, sending us ideas, thoughts, urges, emotions as to how to move forward, what to do to bring our desires into manifestation. So it's really important that we take action, but that's inspired, divinely guided action. And in the book, I teach you exactly how to do that. So there you go, my 5-step process to manifesting your desires based on my book, Ancient Manifestation Secrets. If you enjoyed this and you want to learn more, make sure to get the book. And let me know in the comments, do you actually have your own manifestation process? Let's all learn from one another. Let me know in the comments below. Lastly, I'd like to invite you to join my membership community. It's called the Energy Work Membership because inner work heals the mind, but energy work upgrades the soul. And that's what we do in the Energy Work Membership. I share with you energetic tools and practices to manifest your desires, to protect your energy, to connect with your spirit guides, to overcome limiting beliefs. We do the energy work because everything manifests energetically first before it shows up in a physical way. So we need to heal not just on a cognitive, somatic, emotional level, we also need to heal on an energetic level. So you may be doing the inner work, but are you doing the energy work? If not, come join the membership and I would love to show you how.